Ancient tunnels. Maybe. Eric, what's up, buddy? What you doing, man? Yeah, it's been a bit. What you been up to, buddy?
I can't carry anymore.
What's up, Navani? What's up, Tristan? So yeah, Ancient Tunnels is kind of the opposite for this build, but we got some Blizzard action. Yeah, I hear you, man. I know how life gets. Been there, done that. Oh yeah, Stony Tomb's awesome, but we got Ancient Tunnels for the Terror Zone, so might as well run it. It's not gonna hurt me any. We could still do it. But yeah, Ancient Stony Tomb is just awesome for this. Still working on that level. I didn't get to play that much yesterday, so I'm only level 80. We got a little ways to go. I hadn't really farmed anything. I hadn't gotten any drops. Everything I'm using is dono stuff. I've had fun with the build, but it's kind of slow for farming. I might have to respec just to get a good farming build going. It was fun to play it. But we might need to get our old school lightning build going. I actually started playing a something I hadn't played in years. What's up, Blue? Single player? No, here's the thing. I'm probably going to switch over single player soon, because just the way the games are shaking out. Like, I'm still playing PoE, but the next league is not till August 29th or August 30th, so like a month and a half away. So I'm probably not going to do anything with that until the new league drops, so we got a lot of time to burn. So I'm probably going to get back on my single player and start doing some more Grail stuff. But I started playing just in the last couple of nights. I reinstalled Rust. I don't know how many of you guys have ever played Rust, but I been playing Rust for the past couple of nights. What's up, Liam? And yeah, that game has added a lot of stuff, but the vibe and the feel of the game is still the same. Rust gets you jumpy. Like, you know, you guys have probably seen me play some 7 days, and 7 days occasionally has like a jump scare sort of situation, but Rust is like a totally different vibe. It's not against like PvE, it's against other players. And that whole concept of potentially getting jumped at any point kind of keeps you on edge. And like a buddy of mine, he had never played it, and he wanted to try it, so we started playing a little bit, and there's a reason why it's still a pretty hot game even after all these years. Yeah, yeah, Eric, I did that for a while. If you watch some videos, you might have run across some Sir Winter videos. Sir Winter's an Australian content creator for Rust. He's just a funny guy, and I used to watch his videos all the time. But the game, man, it gets you going. It gets that blood racing. It gets that heart pounding. What was that? I was gonna. I felt like I was holding points for something. I don't remember now. That's always awesome. I've actually used YouTube to fix my washing machine at least once now. I feel like I might have worked on it 2 different times. Now, geez, at that point, you're kind of into replacement territory. Yeah, at that kind of price, yeah, just for parts, and then your time if you do it, and if you hire somebody, you're almost at a new lawnmower. Spoon Kid. I feel like I've seen some of his stuff. I used to watch a ton of Rust stuff when I was really into it, and there's quite a few Rust content creators out there. It's funny how popular that game still is. They had a new update, and it's been in the top 5 on Twitch for like the last week. It's a fun game. I enjoy it, and they've added a lot of content to it since the last time I played it. There's a bunch of stuff in that game now. No, man, I've had 2 different things go out on my. No, no, it was a washer one time and the dryer the other time. I fixed the washer and the dryer. I forget what it was on the washer. I feel like I had to replace a capacitor or something on the washer. On the dryer, there was a break in the heating coil, and I had to replace the heating coil on the dryer. I'm a handy dude, man.
I am
I've fixed my
overloaded.
washer and dryer. I fixed my riding mower one time. Had what was it on the riding mower? I don't remember what I had to replace on the riding mower. Repaired it. YouTube is a wonderful place for do-it-yourself stuff. Yeah, see, I mean, it's funny how you can learn to fix that stuff just watching a couple of YouTube videos. I mean, to be fair, I think even with YouTube, you have to be somewhat mechanically inclined to be able to make the repairs themselves. It's painful to watch some young kids try and use even like a screwdriver. I've seen people where they like apparently have never held a screwdriver in their life, and it's painful to watch. It's you're sitting there watching them just like, how is it that you've gotten to that age and you don't know how to turn a screwdriver properly? That kind of stuff blows my mind. Jerry, what's up, brother? Yeah, Liam, I'd have probably made the same decision at that point. That's a lot. That's definitely a lot. Let's get the Merc. I don't really need the mana, but it's nice for teleporting.
Greetings.
Dude, I don't even do that much stuff. I'd be embarrassed to show how many, like, how much, like, tool wise, all the tools I have. It's crazy. I have way more tools than I will ever need to use. I'm serious. I mean, I feel like I got like a circular saw. I haven't I feel like I bought it initially for a purpose like way it my circular saw is probably 30 years old. I bought it way back then for something. I don't even know what I got it for, but I still have it. I mean, I have no lie. I have a drill press in my garage. A drill press. I don't even know why I have it. Jerry, man, that always seems to be the case, right? Dude, I don't. There is not a, a a nut on a bolt anywhere that I don't have a wrench that'll fit. I have all metric, uh, standard. I have all of it. You got a drill press too? When's the last time you used it? Jesus Christ, Eric. I mean, 1 to 2.5, or a 2.5 socket. Well, that's crazy. A 1 inch drive socket. That's like like steel skyscraper sized. Why would you have one that big? Tommy, what's up, brother? It's from the 50s. Jesus, man. I mean, It's just you accumulate stuff for sure, right? Like I got a miter saw, which is if you don't know, it's for cutting angles. And I feel like I bought that one time just I was replacing some what was I using it for? I think I was fixing some baseboard or some something. I think it was baseboard. I had to replace some baseboard in a house. So of course you have to have a miter saw to do that. Yeah, Eric, that's like next level sized. That's a big set. I mean, you get through your whole life with a half-inch drive socket. Why you have a 1 inch is nuts. that's that's insanely big. I have a handful. Like I have a DeWalt um, drill that's cordless. I don't think I have anything else that's cordless though. I think my DeWalt is the only cordless tool I have, or power tool. No, that's Eric that has the freaking 1 inch drive socket. That's insanely big. And I don't feel some people might not realize how crazy that is to have a, a drive socket uh, with sockets that go that big. That's nuts. I don't know why I keep messing with that. There's no home use for a socket set that big. None. Zero. It'd be, dude. I would never get rid of it either, though. If I had one, I would probably, it would still be with me. I would not get rid of it. Really, Jerry? Milwaukee's usually pretty solid. Actually sold Milwaukee tools for a long time. Milwaukee anything's usually pretty pricey, too. Hey, Ken, what's up, buddy? That is not a cheap tool of any sort to have. Wow, yeah, that's kind of crazy. No, Ken, nothing. Hey, what's up, Bob? What you mean, Liam? Milwaukee or DeWalt? What were you asking? DeWalt has really taken over. Like I really love the DeWalt that I have. Milwaukee. I sold Milwaukee when I worked in electrical supply. Milwaukee is a professional grade tool. Like a Milwaukee Sawzall is probably the best out there. Well, it was. I don't. That's been years since I've sold them. But Milwaukee was like professional level. Like all the contractors that we sold in Milwaukee. DeWalt came on to the well, didn't come onto the scene. They kind of I feel like they've really kind of made their name in the cordless stuff. Like the 18 volt DeWalt that I have it's one you just pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot or something, but it's a solid piece of equipment. Yeah, Jerry, I saw that. I chose to ignore. But I haven't been in the industry to know whether that stuff's like who's the better or what now. Makita. I don't have any experience with Makita. Like you want to go in like high end professional grade tier tools, go Rigid. Rigid makes some really good stuff, but they are pricey. I don't know I don't know if you could even find Rigid at like your do-it-yourself shops. I think you have to go to like dealers to get Rigid tools. Bosch is good. But I mean, again, like DeWalt's good stuff, man. Even though they're really prevalent in the do-it-yourself market, I think they make a pretty quality tool. That's probably actually not a bad place to pick up some higher end um, tools, for sure, Jerry. Really?
Thanks.
I actually haven't bought any new tools in a while. I just have an overabundance of what I have. They got Rigid in the do-it-yourselfers now. I'm willing to bet they came out with a line that's probably like to match the price points. Because let me tell you, like when we were a Rigid dealer, and because really Rigid makes like some like industrial grade equipment, like pipe threaders and benders and stuff like that, like some really expensive equipment. And they started getting into like hand tools and stuff, but it was still like on the higher end price wise. To get Enigma, dude, I've gone a whole season like trying to self find stuff for an Enigma. So, yeah, you just got to get really lucky. That's funny you say that, Jerry. I could have sold you one like my dad. When we were selling off my dad's tools and stuff, whatever we didn't want or didn't have room for, we sold off. And one of them was like he had a pretty big lathe set up. My dad had like all the woodworking stuff. Of course, I wouldn't. Well, you said you got vintage in there. His definitely wasn't vintage. His lathe was probably 10 to 15 years old. It wasn't like a old. He did have an old vintage planer that was really nice, heavy as hell. Jesus, that thing was heavy. Brand wise, no, I don't remember as far as the lathe. Like my dad was big into woodworking, so he had a lot of that stuff. That's why I have that drill press. I figured I might need it someday. Can't go wrong with a drill press.
Thanks.
I tell you what was kind of cool that I don't know what we ended up doing with that stuff. I don't know if one of my sisters took it. My dad was big into wood model shipbuilding as well. Um, like the sailing ships and stuff. My dad had 5,000 hobbies. And he had a custom made table saw to use in his ship modeling. I think he paid
Thanks.
somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 or 600 bucks for a table saw that was like 6 inches square. It was the blades were about 2 inches in diameter,
Thanks.
yeah. That's what my dad had. Like he built a garage to make into his shop. He built a how big it was, 2 car. So what's the width on that? 20, 24. He either had a 20 by 20 or 24 by 24 shop
I can't carry anymore.
just for all his tools. And it was full. There was barely enough room to get around in his shop. It's crazy. A TIG welder. I don't even know what that is. Metalworking, I know zip about. So any kind of welding, any kind of machine shop type stuff for like metal, working metal, I know jack about. I never got into that. Like
I am
I,
overburdened.
I'm pretty. I could get around a woodworking shop. That sounds expensive. A TIG welder sounds expensive. I got an air compressor. Yeah, I got an air compressor. I, I got way too much stuff. Having a TIG welder and not buying it for specific use at the time, that seems kind of wild to me. just just to have it, like I could see buying it if I had something I was working on at the time that required me to have that. I could see buying it, but just to buy a welder like that and for no specific use at the time, just to have it is. Whew. My son knows. Like he knows his way around as well. That's one thing we always like.
I am overburdened.
I needed to make sure my son knew his way around tools. Yeah, no, it's always been a thing. In fact, he owns like my dad when we were clearing my dad's stuff out. My son took his um, bandsaw. My dad had a stand-up bandsaw. My son has that now. It's the only thing he had kind of room for at the time because he wanted my dad. My dad had like a bandsaw. He had a separate standalone jigsaw. My son just didn't have room for it. I think my brother-in-law got that. But he did have room for the bandsaw. He didn't have a use for it, but he had room for it. Hey, that's one way to pick it up, man. It's just, I feel like everybody should know their way around, doing some stuff like that. And it is made easier with YouTube. I mean, you could self-teach yourself a lot of stuff that becomes in handy. And I get, there's going to be those times you just don't have time to do stuff. But it's always good to go a little hands-on with stuff sometimes. Hey, Mehmet, what's up, buddy? See you, Can. Have a good one. I wouldn't disagree with that, Blue. I think that is handed down a lot of times. Like Jerry would be the exception, being it didn't his dad didn't show him how to do that stuff, and he kind of taught himself. That to me, that's probably more the exception than the rule for sure. But I think it's good to have some skills like that. Jesse James, what's that name? Where do I know that name from? Wasn't he like a was it motorcycles or car guy? that's definitely not wrong, for sure, Liam. I mean, even like our mechanic, we use the same mechanic, and he's a really good guy. He really is. But even like how he talks to me versus talks to my wife is different. Oh, he did both? Yeah, because there was that time where that was like a big thing on TV with all the motorcycle custom shops and car fix ups. Well, all that was like such a huge thing on TV there for a while. I don't even think that any of those shows exist now. Yeah, I hear you, Jared. Dude, my dad, and my dad's pretty experienced in the workshop, but even he, when was this? Was about 20 years ago. It's been a while, but he was doing some work in the shop, and he sliced down the center of his thumb with a dado blade on a table saw. And for those that don't know what a dado blade is, so you got your regular table saw blades. They're usually, I want to say 3/16 or an 1/8 inch wide. But there's times when you want to cut a notch into something. And what you do is use a dado blade, which is usually about a 1/2 inch, and you could change it. You could go from like 3/8, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and the blade is that wide. It's like multiple blades kind of pushed together. So you could cut a 1/2 inch groove into a piece of wood with a dado blade. You just make the blade a 1/2 inch wide, and it wasn't that wide because it didn't take his whole thumb off, but he got into the blade pretty good, and it cut down to the bone on the tip of his thumb. Oh yeah, no, it got him really good. So what's my dad do? He's home by himself, so he wraps it. Then he drives 10 miles to Womack Army Hospital with his thumb just dripping blood through what he covered it with to get it worked on. And it's like, just the thought of that in my head, I was like, of course, thinking back on it, it's not, and you wouldn't call an ambulance, I guess. Would you call an ambulance if you cut your thumb like that? No, it's actually a dado blade is, if you got to set up, and it was just a one-off accident. That's the only time I ever remember him getting hurt in the shop. Yeah, and here's the thing, it was a stick shift that he was driving, so he managed that with a stick as well. But I mean, I guess that's all you can do, right? Unless you could find a neighbor to drive you or something. I don't know what else you could have done. Especially if you're having to do like multiple, right? Like if you have to, cut a groove into several boards. You set up your guide on your table saw for however far you're going to do it, and then just bam, 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 bam. You run multiple through with the dado blade. And it's really like, I mean, it could have happened. It doesn't necessarily could have just because he had that on there. I mean, he could have done it with just a regular blade on the saw. It's just whatever he was doing. He wasn't being careful, or wasn't using a guide or a push. What do they call it? It's a push board. It's a guide. It's, you push it through when you're getting close to the saw, to the blade. There's a little guide you can use to just push it through past the blade instead of using your hand to guide it through. I mean, my dad was like that. He just, yeah, the guide, because he never wore eyewear. He never wore protective glasses. He had glasses that he wore, and to him that was enough. Yeah, push stick. I think that might be the phrase, push stick. But yeah, it's something that just when you get close to the blade, instead of guiding it with your hand, you just push it with the stick.
Now that I'm done.
Sorcerer. Yeah, we're rocking a sorc. I think I need a respec though. I mean, I've had fun with the blaze sorc, but it's too slow for farming. Like I could probably have done 2-to-1 the runs if I'll just go like a single build now. Question is lightning or cold. I think we go cold because somebody already gave me a cold sunder. I'm probably thinking more the stick, Jerry. It's it's usually just got like a notch in the end, so it kind of sits on the board, and you just slide it past the blade. Jesus, Eric, my God, man. Potentially blue. I don't know. My dad was like the epitome of never ask for help, because he could have probably gotten one of the neighbors to drive him or something. But I'm pretty bad myself. I tend to not ask for help a lot of times. My dad was the epitome of not ask for help. That's probably where I got it from. Be cool to see a rune drop. Literally the highest rune I've gotten so far is a code rune. I got IO off of freaking what you call it? Not altar. I've been playing too much PoE. Chuck, what's up, buddy? Yeah, blue. It is. Well, see, and here's what's crazy about that, because you usually like look back at that and think, like people that wouldn't go to the forge, wouldn't go to the doctor, right? Like, what won't hurt you type of thing. Like, if you just ignore it, it'll go away. But that is one thing my dad was like religious about, his doctor's appointments and checkups, and it's like that was something he really stuck to, which you would think would be the opposite, because his family, like my granddad, my uncles, they ignored everything. If you don't talk about it, or if you ignore it, it's just not there. It's not a real thing. Drill press. I don't. Is it going away? I don't know, Eric. I think it's, to an extent. I think it has, to a degree. What do you think? I think just men in general, like men are the worst for that, for sure. Like women are usually pretty good about getting their checkups and doctor appointments and all that kind of stuff, and men tended to be the opposite. And I feel like people my age and younger, I feel like they do go to the doctor and do all the stuff when necessary now, or more so than before. I don't know. I mean, it might just be completely anecdotal, but like the people I know, friends of mine, they are not that way. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not 100% that way. Like I tend to put off doctor's appointments to an extent, but I know I have to, and I eventually go ahead and do it. But I mean, like there were some people in the older generations just like they hadn't been to a doctor in 20 years, type of thing. That's what I'm saying, though, Bob. Some of the older generation, that's how it would be. Like, you didn't go to the doctor unless you were on your deathbed type of mindset. But I think it's kind of shifted. Like, I think the younger generations are know that you need to do that kind of stuff. Damn it, Jerry. I've been pretty fortunate. I was trying to think of any like accidents like that I ever had. I never really did. Like I've gotten lucky in situations where I was just not paying attention or just being stupid. Like I was on a job site and I was dealing with electricians and they had hooked up and I don't know how to explain it. This was on an industrial site and they had just wired up a 600 amp disconnect switch. And like industrial, you're looking at 277, 480, 600 volt equipment. You're looking at some pretty high end stuff. And the guy, I had sold the equipment to the contractor, and he was showing me what had been set up. And I was doing something inside of the disconnect. I was messing with something, not realizing that it was live. It was. I thought he had just wired it, but it was still wasn't active, and it was. And I was sitting here fumbling around in a 480 or 600 volt disconnect switch that was hot. And if I'd have touched anything in there that was active, that would have, I'd have been hurt. Put it that way. Because I've seen people get killed by equipment like that. Or not seen, but know of people.
Where can I take you?
That's one thing, like the electricians and like the HVAC guys to a certain extent too. It's different. Like plumbing, you might get some nasty stuff on you, but it's more than likely not going to kill you. Electricians and HVAC guys, that stuff will kill you. Oh, I know, Chuck. And I shouldn't have been touching anything. Just looking at it was enough. Um, but he had it open as well, which was kind of crazy if it's hot. I don't know why he had the switch open, but he did. But I can't really blame him for it. 'Cause as soon as I went to it, he yelled, but it could have gotten really bad really quick. This is one thing I hate about ancient tunnels. I don't see it on them. There it is. Yeah, at that volt, yeah, for sure, Chuck. I mean, oh, like I said, we were on an industrial site, so I mean that's pretty standard what they're running. Jerry, gloves are the best things ever. No, no, dude. Dude, every contractor I know, they're using gloves, man. Yeah, Bob, it is. I mean, yeah, and construction is dangerous. I mean, and no matter, I don't know what y'all have up there, but like OSHA is like the on-site safety inspection. Um, and I've seen it from both sides. Like contractors hate when OSHA comes by, but at the same token, man, some of these contractors cut some corners on safety stuff that gets people killed. So I mean, it is kind of thing that needs to happen. It's just contractors hate when OSHA shows up on a job site. That's all I'm saying, Jerry, man. Gloves are awesome. Eric, they will all try to cut corners if they can. That's why OSHA's there, man. Now, I have seen like OSHA does some stuff that seems a bit excessive at times, which I could get the complaints about. But man, I saw a video recently, and it was on a construction site, and they were digging a trench. It was a pretty deep one. It was 12, 15 feet. It was a pretty deep trench, and when it gets to a certain depth, they have to put stuff up to hold the sides to keep the dirt from falling in. And it was an OSHA inspection, and there was a guy in this ditch, and he was yelling at him to get out of the ditch, and it collapsed on him as he was telling him to get out of the ditch. So, kinked it? What the hell? Yeah, I'm sure you've seen some crazy shit, Chuck. Yeah, the retaining wall stuff. I mean, that
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
OSHA will lose their mind if they see you in a ditch without those retaining walls up. I mean, they will lose their mind. And they actually captured that on that dude. They never said it was like a short or something, so I never caught the whether they got him. I'm assuming they did, but dude, that's crazy. That's how quickly somebody can get killed. Yeah, Jerry, for sure. Chuck, I feel like that, something like that would just eat through somebody's skin if they actually got direct contact from the blast from that hose. Yeah, much less what you're talking about with the just the pressure itself being able to hold it. It's like you see those people that don't realize, like holding like a fire hose. You ain't just grabbing it and thinking you're just gonna hold it one-handed and control it.
Thanks.
A trench box. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It sounds big. Are we in Trav next? Oh, can I do it with this character? It's going to be there's no. There might be cold immune in Trav. Definitely fire immune. Definitely lightning immune. We could try it. The Merc will get ate up, but we could try it. Alright, let's look up what a trench box is. Oh, it's kind of like the yeah, it's kind of like what we were talking about with the retaining wall stuff. It's a box. It has the walls on both sides, and you set it in a trench. So yeah, that's going to be bad. Four-piece towel. I have one-piece towel. Let's see how bad it is.
You have quite a
Thank.
I feel like this is probably not good. I definitely have to piecemeal it and do it slowly. Like one set of the ads are fire immune and one set's lightning. Annoying.
Thanks. Thanks.
They all came out though. Come on. This is not gonna go well. I could probably well, I should probably do this without the mark. I'm sitting here trying to keep the mark alive. Yeah, he's dead now. Don't matter. And they're healing. Come on. Come on. Was that the other? Yeah, there was one more. No, come in here. It's doable. I don't know how feasible. '63 FCR. You're not playing a sorc though, right? Come on. Stop casting your hydras. Come here. Alright, that's the lightning ones. Just gotta get him to stay there. There we go.
I am overburdened.
Stop. I think my fire resist must be decent. No, it's negative. I don't seem to be taking that much from the hydras. It'll take me an hour to do one trav run.
I am overburdened.
He's not taking much from the fire. I bet he's fire immune. It's probably cold and fire. That's why he's not taking that much from the fire. So yeah, see how slow it's going down? To buy pots after each run. Come on. There we go. Not the fastest traveling. I think we had to ignore that one dude. Yeah, blue. That's what I kind of figured.
Not here.
Yes?
Let's see. 26, 25.
Not here.
Come on. Keep forgetting I got firewall set up too. Yeah, and another one. Need to lead him away. Come on. You ain't gonna die from this. Keep getting row runes. F torch. Jesus, man. That's what you need to do. Since you hit the grail already, you got to do an F grail. Do that next. If you really want a challenge. Oh, did you just hit a home run? You suck. Well, it looks like, and I think that is the case, where you always get one that's fire cold immune. I think one of those bosses always spawns that way, so I don't think we're getting away from it.
Not in town.
Might get another level before this one's up. Whoa, that's a lot. Might as well not even mess with them. They're cold immune, but then they don't move, so I can't get them walking the fire. Alright, get some fire set up. Low. Mine is Co. So yeah. He's fire immune too. Man, we're getting them today. Come on, walk a little further in. There you go. Work him down slow. There you go. Jump in the hottest spot. Whoa, no. Come on, y'all. Come out and chase a little bit. We need that Hodo, boys. Oculus is gonna get me killed now. Wasn't that big a deal before, but might become a problem in these terror zones. Just sit in the fire. Yeah, I do. I need flickering flame. What is that? Pull? Just need a pull rune. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And all my fire's gone.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, he's not taking much. Is he fire enchanted? No? Come on. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with slow farming. Doing this with Blaze. I really need the Flicker and Flame and the Fire Skillers to really make this build hit hard. Vex! Oh, yeah. What am I thinking of that's pull rune only? It's like Mosaic. Mosaic is pull only. He ran off. Come back. Just keep him standing in the fire. Freeze him in place. Yeah, he's both. He's the one that's always both. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with that. Now, it's something else, Blue. I feel like one of the higher, like, really powerful rune words, but it's really cheap. I think, what's Mosaic? No, that's goal. Actually, that might be what I'm thinking of. Goal rune for Mosaic, being how powerful it is really crazy.
Greetings.
So we need at least Vex to make flickering. those things. They're so annoying. Mamet, what are you doing, man? Stone skin, that's why. Used to have a well nearby. Just keep him in the fire. Cool. Yeah, I got a fire sunder. It's actually a perfect one, but I mean, you know, even with a sunder on a fire immune, they still die so slow. Why can I not hit that with Blizzard?
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Even these guys are dying a lot slower this time. Where are you going? He is annoying the hell out of me. You know, I was talking about earlier this week, we were watching the last season of Yellowstone. And I don't know if it's just, I feel like it's a thing. Like, last seasons of shows seem to just become like less compelling. I don't know what it is. Like, the stuff happening in the last season of Yellowstone, it's like, what is this? Why is this happening? What's going on? It's like Game of Thrones was the same thing. Like, the last seasons feel rushed. I don't know. The writing gets worse. They do it just because, you know, they're trying to figure out a way to end it. And it just, I don't know. The last season of Yellowstone, I mean, it's okay. But, I don't know. It feels forced. Like, the Game of Thrones final season was just horrific. Maybe final 2 seasons even. But Yellowstone, it's almost giving me the same vibe. See, I watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons of Westworld and it was pretty interesting. But I didn't watch like way super deep into the series. But yeah, I don't know, man. And from what I understand, like Kevin Costner just didn't want to go back to the show, so they had to just come up with some stuff.
I am
And maybe
afraid.
that's why it feels that way. I mean, I don't know of anybody that liked the last season of Game of Thrones. I don't think anybody liked the last season. But I'm at some point I'm gonna at least watch the first 5 or 6 seasons of Game of Thrones again because they were so good. How long did Westworld go? I want to say we maybe watched 2 seasons. It might have been longer, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Oh, cool. See both? He's stone skinned and cold. I don't know if I want to mess with this dude. He's not taking a ton of damage. We're just going to walk him out. I don't have a well this time. There we go. I always hated that too, Eric. Like, just when they. I mean, I get when you have to, like, create scenes that are obviously happening at night. So they have to be, like, visually dark. But, dude, you can fake it just so people can see. Come on. I don't want to have to mess with the contrast on my TV just to be able to see what's going on the screen. And a lot of shows did that. Or do that still. Having to kill these dudes one or two at a time is kind of annoying me. Did he just run off? You asshole.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
See you, Blue. Have a good one, buddy. Oh, Jesus. Just gonna sit back there, dude? Come on. Come on. Follow. He knows fire bad. He's not, literally not gonna get engaged. Come on, man. FCR ring. I don't really need it though. So I'm still using a Menald. Yeah, I don't need that. Well, I guess just in case I move stuff around, I need some faster cash rate. We might need to stick that in the box.
Hello.
For now. I'm gonna need a charm to cube here pretty soon. No, I haven't been high enough to drop one that I could cube. Oh my God. I hate that corner right there. And they're gonna cross heal.
I am overburdened.
There we go. Firewall's just strong enough to do a little something.
I am overburdened.
Where's that one coming from? Oh, I thought I killed them all.
I am overburdened.
Not taking much damage. Burr.
I am overburdened.
Time is it? Yeah, we got a little bit of time still in this one. Come on.
The temple's power is annulled.
The hell? Did it's the first time I killed all of them? Every time we see that orange, man. Yeah, we've had crazy rain. I was talking to a buddy of mine about it last night. I mean, it's been raining like crazy here. In fact, I think we're slated for some more this evening. Y'all definitely getting it down there in Texas. Eric, we've been looking around down here for a Texas brisket place. I kind of wanted to try find like a really nice one, and shockingly, there's only a couple of places here in Raleigh that do it. Dennis, what's up, brother? Because it's funny, like I don't know. Maybe it's just the algorithm I'm in. I feel like, hey, Roberto, the whole Texas barbecue brisket thing has like really gained prominence in the in online space. Like all the foodies that go around do videos about eating, they all go to Texas. Just get brisket. And I feel like it's really like amplified that. And it's funny, like I went to my in-laws and this little hole-in-the-wall town next to them had a incredible brisket place. And it was just a podunk little joint. But their brisket was probably the best I'd ever had. So I was like, Raleigh has to have something along those lines, but better, because metro area, and you'd think like somebody would come here and put something up. And there's a couple of places I might check out that look like maybe that's the case, but I don't know. I figured there would be more. There's like maybe two. Three at the most, from what I looked online, which is crazy to me. I thought it would be like way more popular than that. But that place we found, and it's in a little town called Columbia, which is literally a population of maybe 3,000 people. Maybe. Small town. But that brisket joint they had was incredible. 224. Good. You deserve it, finding all that crap while I'm streaming. But yeah, I kind of wanted to find one, maybe a little more on like, not necessarily fine dining, but like a little fancier place, and just can't do it. Because I think we talked about, like, you went to that, what was the one that was on all the videos? You went there and it was pretty pricey, right? And like the place I found here, I haven't tried it. It was like 25 to 30 bucks for dinner. Dude, Eric, I'm starting to wonder that, because I forget how much my wife said she spent at that place. She went and picked up food there because everybody wanted to try it. And I want to say we spent 100, 150 bucks. I mean, she picked up a decent amount of stuff. But, and to be fair, their collards sucked. But their brisket was just, it was the best I'd ever had. Not even close. But we were having our anniversaries this month, and I kind of wanted to find like a really nice joint to try. We might end up just going to our regular steakhouse, which is fine dining. I mean, it's a really nice place, but I really wanted to find like a, almost kind of like a fine dining that did like Texas brisket. We usually go to a steakhouse called Ray's, which is in Cary, and it's been around for a long time. But man, that place, it's top notch. But I just wanted to try something a little different. I mean, we'll definitely go there if we end up not finding anything different. I'm working my way up. We're up to Shale. Are they cross healing? I think they're healing each other. Whoa. Ah, dang. I think these dudes are cross healing each other too much. Oh, there we go. We got one. Woody, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the black. Yeah, that one. Yeah, for sure. And I was hearing about another joint that's like really killing it with the Texas stuff in Texas. Like they've kind of made a name for themselves. But I saw a video. I don't know if you guys know those the British guys that go around doing the foodie stuff. What's the channel? Jollies, something like that. But it's two British guys, and man, they've found some joints where the food just looks amazing. Yeah, those dudes. It's funny. They actually hit the barbecue joint that I go to here in North Carolina, in Raleigh. They hit a place their last time through. What was it like this past year? And it's like one of the ones I go to all the time for Eastern Carolina barbecue. Literally burned through all my pots for this. Oh, I know, Roberto. That's why we're doing it, man. Blaze sorc. Dude, I saw one the other day where it was like a food truck that got a Michelin. Yeah, this guy's not going to die. Yeah, let's go to the next. That's an idea. There's got to be a Michelin restaurant in Raleigh. Maybe I just find Raleigh Michelin star restaurants. There's got to be some. No, never mind. There's currently no Michelin starred restaurants in Raleigh. Okay then. Forget that idea. I was just thinking in my head, like, we'll try that for our anniversary, but nope. There ain't gonna be no Act 6. Spanish tapas. Man, let me know how that goes. Dennis, it's just a rating for restaurants. Like Michelin star restaurants are if you get a Michelin star, the food there is going to be pretty damn good.
Good day.
And from the way I understand it, like when somebody comes in from like that organization, you don't know that they're there. No. No, Tommy, I don't know what they're gonna do. We were talking about it Wednesday. I don't think they're gonna give. They're gonna do a Diablo plushie, anniversary edition plushie that you gotta buy. That's my thoughts on what's gonna be the 25th year, which is already passed, by the way. The 25-year anniversary was first part of June or May, end of May. It's already passed. Or it's going to be like a collector's edition boxed version of the game for $150. Oh yeah, or they're going to put a D2 skin in another game. No, it's not even going to be in D4. It's going to be like in World of Warcraft. What are we at? 5 minutes? Should I even mess around with it? Just ain't gonna happen. Well, I need another idea then. Y'all haven't? Dude, it's been raining hard every day here. By the time I'm able to get out and cut my grass, I'm going to need like a bush hog. They got rid of the bots. I didn't even know that was a thing. There's no way. There's got to be plenty of bots still around. Exactly, Eric. I mean, that's so annoying. How are you guys not getting rain? That's crazy. I think it's scheduled again for today. It poured hard like the past 2 nights for a couple of hours. No, they pushed it back. It's not going to rain today. It's going to rain all weekend. Cool. All the way to Wednesday. No, Roberto. I'm talking about Diablo 2 anniversary. Diablo 2, not Diablo. Diablo 2 anniversary is June 4th, I think it was. 2000. June 4th, 2000, I think it was. And what we're talking about, Roberto, is the Diablo. Who did tweet that out? I know you're saying Pez retweeted it. Somebody from Diablo said that basically. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. So we don't get it wrong. Here's the tweet. Happy birthday, Diablo 2. 25 years. If you think you've seen and done it all, just wait for the chaos we've yet to unleash. So basically, they're saying that something's going to happen. That they're doing something. But the anniversary is... Oh, 28th wasn't the release date, though. Hold on. When did Diablo 2 come out? No, it is 29th, so it's past. So they didn't schedule anything for the anniversary, but they're talking like they're gonna do something. And well, they're like I'm saying, I think it's gonna be a plushie you can buy of Diablo. I didn't even watch Llama's video. I didn't want to hear it. I gotta be honest. If he was hyping it up, I didn't want to hear it. And I think he titled his video like Act 6 or some crap like that. There ain't gonna be a new act. Oh, of course, it's bizarre. We had that last stream. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna respec. Blaze was fine, but I think for farming to see if I can get some stuff to drop, we might go. Maybe we go just my typical Blizzard ore build. What's MPT? There ain't no Act 6 code in the game, man. Not. That would make more sense. Yeah, I really want to do a fire build, but the only one that I found that's like really good is the enchant build with the crossbow. So I don't know. We do have a cold sunder. I have 2 respecs. I think I have 2 respecs.
Good day.
Yeah, I got a respec here, and I think normal. No, I don't have the stuff for a Nova build. Nova's a little gear dependent. You struggle with it early on. I still kind of want to do something wonky. What about Hydra Firewall? Let's hold on. Damn, Eric, if that's the case, that is rough. See, what would it take, like, if we went, like, Hydra's here, Firewall's here. They don't have any overlaying, yeah. Like Firewall kind of worked here because warmth synergies were with both. We could dump the cold and go blaze Firewall. I think that'd still be tough. But this would, Firewall would deal with any caster. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch cold, and we're going to farm, stuff to make a flickering flame, get a Vex maybe. Because I'll just run Chaos until I get some runes to drop. We'll get a Vex, make flickering, then we'll make some wonky fire build. Because, I mean, like, normally I'd be switching over to Path of Exile, but they don't have anything new till the end of August. So we're like a month and a half out from that. So I'll probably be messing around with this and maybe my single player Grail Hunt. Yeah, Double Billy's actually pretty funny. And he's probably done every combo of wacky build there is. Damn, Roberto, you're cooking it. You passed me in the Grail stuff. I need a fast farmer, and I just want to farm runes. So we're going to do cold build. We're going to seal pop chaos until we get some runes to drop. I think that's what we're going to do. And then from there, I still have one respec, and maybe I'll do some kind of weird fire build once I have some gear for it. That's what we're going to do. Alright, we're going to respec. I messed up and put my teleport on the wrong button, and I need to switch off of that. We don't need this to be T. We need this to be E. And what was the skill tree? I need to put that back on T. That was messing me up. Should be here, right? Skill tree, yeah. Put that back on T. I've never been a fan of Blue Moon. My wife likes them. Burr Zod's the only thing you're missing? That's pretty good, man. Zod's tough. Out of all my play on Diablo, I've only ever found one, so it's tough, man. Alright, so we're just gonna go into cold. Now we're gonna do Blizzard Orb. That's what I normally build out. That's all we need there. That's all we need there. Do that. Do I even bother with warmth? I don't really need to. I'll throw 1 point in there. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Actually, no. I max Orb first because Orb only has one synergy, and it's a Blizzard synergy. So I actually do this, then I max Ice Bolt, which is also synergy here. Then I max Blizzard. Then I get this to 100%. I usually don't go past that. Usually 100% is where I do that. Then I do the rest into the synergies for Blizzard. I never do shields. I do have teleport, and that's all I need. So what we got? Blast and Glacial Spike, these two. So I'll just do this. I do that, then I put orb here, and that's it.
Not here.
All right. Strength 156. Let me just make sure I don't have any charms. Strength on them. I don't count the Nihilus. We just any of these charms. Yeah, we're good. Nothing on boots. Nothing on rings. Yeah, we're good. I don't count Shaco either. Okay, we'll count that. We'll have to adjust for that. Do this. Because I got to replace that amulet. Alright, we should be good. I'll hold a few points. I'll hold 10 points back just in case. I'm always paranoid about not having some stat points. So we'll do that. Alright. And we're just going to do some chaos. Let me get my merc.
Yes?
Just do some seal popping. Oh, shoot. I didn't put my teleport. Oh, wait. No, I did. Why is it not? Did I not save it? Yeah. There. Damn it. Now I've got to get used to switching that button back. I don't care. Eric, are they not interested in anything? I'll get quicker here in a little bit. You know, I think I had it backwards before. I think I had my right click on Blizzard. I think I had it the other way. I'll have to switch that. Yeah, I think I had that the other way.
Thanks.
Oh, that's what it was. I had my orb on left click, Blizzard on right click. That's what's throwing me off. I played that build so much that it's just like muscle memory, and that's why that's off. I did this. This was my setup, so I didn't even have to hit any hotkeys. Yeah, that's what it was.
Thanks.
There we go. That feels a lot better. Yeah. Okay, now we're feeling it now. Much
I
better.
can't carry anymore.
Double ring drop.
I am overburdened.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, our neighbor's son is like that. I've helped with like, he's like 15, 16 years old. They don't have him in public school. I mean, I've dealt with him some as far as helping him. He's really into computer stuff, so I've helped him with, he was playing around in Unity and stuff. But I don't know how they classify that kind of stuff as far as like high functioning or anything like that. He's not able to be in public school, so I'm assuming that. I mean, he's a smart kid. Actually, like when I talk to him about computer stuff, he's really smart. He's just
I am overburdened.
socially, he just can't handle a lot of things. So I don't know how they identify or handle a lot of that stuff. But he really got into coding and stuff like that. I know your son's a lot younger, but that kind of stuff, he loves games. So that kind of stuff really held his interest. So maybe. Okay, that felt pretty good. I got all my buttons right. Now we can do it a little faster. That felt really awkward when I first started running. Oh, I forgot to set up my telekinesis. Ah, my Merc is. I need to make a stealth. I hadn't hired higher than Lemrin though. Or co-rune. I need a limb. Alright, let's go back and get the merc. Yeah, Eric, I think potentially. I mean, it has a lot of potential.
Good evening.
Well, let me back up. Coding wasn't his thing. It was like in Unity, you don't necessarily have to code. You can build and design without being able to write code. And that was what he really got into. The more artistic side of it was kind of his thing, for sure. And he's made some stuff that I was like, that's actually pretty damn good in game. Like the design aspect of it was really his thing. Like coding, he was like, I don't want to know that. I don't know if smoke would be that good for the merc though. I mean, I'm pretty decent at bouncing mercs in and out, so I should be able to keep him alive. I put that portal in the wrong place.
I can't carry anymore.
But I'd actually gotten used to running telekinesis, and well, I got it. I got a point in it. I just need to remember. I got to look back and see what hotkey I used to hit with telekinesis. Otherwise, it's going to feel weird. No, I got Shaco. Tau-wise, we need... Oh, you mean for the merc? Actually, that would help my merc, for sure. Yeah, I do need a leech helmet for the merc. Yeah, good call on that. I forgot about that. Yeah, we definitely need a leech helmet. Oh, wait. I didn't put telekinesis on my... Or... I didn't put... static. I need static. I think F3 is where I normally put it. Five socket. It's only useful to F, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll come get it, Bob. Yeah, Eric, for sure. It's helped him a lot. In fact, it's kind of funny. I was talking to my neighbor a couple weeks ago. He came to borrow my lawnmower, and he was asking me to like come up with some design concepts just to give to his son to just keep him like into that stuff. Because he really didn't know anything about that kind of, so he wanted me to come up with maybe something to keep him occupied in designing. It's almost perfect, but it's still, you still want F, right? What's perfect, like 270? That's another thing, not being able to see what the high range is on this stuff. Like a PoE, I just hit Alt and it tells me what the highest roll can be. And I think they have that built into the mods too. Like Project Diablo, I think you can hit a key and it tells you what the range of the rolls can be. Yeah, I don't need it though. Oops, no, I was going to get that helmet from Bob. funny. Shut up, Jerry. Drop the first one, Bob. I'm in wind 1, not 1-1. No, this isn't non-ladder. It's wind 1, not wind 1-1. Come on, man. You know the deal. Wind 1. Awesome. Appreciate it, dude. That'll help the Merc out a little bit.
I'll put that to good use.
Just using some random helmet that I picked up.
I am overburdened.
Dang, man. I need to look at these. I keep picking up rare rings.
I can't carry anymore.
My magic find's not that high. I'm shocked that Diablo dropped 3 rares. That's kind of crazy, actually. Or 3 uniques. Let me at least get this XP for Diablo. Dude, look at the Merc. I guess I'll keep one of each.
Greetings.
Let's actually check these rings. Nope. Nope. It's a little better than the other one. We'll swap it out. Well, like I said, I keep him out of trouble pretty well, so he's just not really hitting a whole lot of things. But Life Leech definitely does help. This build's old reliable. There's that level. Nice.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, he's a little more beefy. A little more beefy. Alright, that's probably actually pretty good. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty decent.
Not here.
New England is the
Hey,
red, right? Like Boston is the white chowder, but New England is the red. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Good day.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Thanks.
Oops. I thought Boston was the white one. I could be. They're both good. I like both of them.
I am overburdened.
Manhattan's the red one? Okay, okay, okay. So I was just completely wrong.
I can't carry anymore.
They're both good, for sure. Hey Jerry, you'll be proud of me, man. I beat every boss in PoE now except for the last Sekima's boss. I've beat all the rest. I haven't beat him in all the tiers, but I've beat them all. Shut up. Oh, he smoked my merc. I don't know why the hell he was focusing me. Is that, that's actually a pretty good one. With the magic find on it. I might throw that on the merc now. I liked it. I liked the simulacrum one. It got me the first time first time? Yeah. I got it on the second attempt. The simulacrum was the what's his name? The pinnacle boss? He was more RNG. Like depending on the combos that he threw out as far as his attacks, like he got me a few times and then I like just wrecked him because his combos or his what he threw out just made it easy for me to burn down. So there's a lot of RNG in Arbiter. Is that the one? Arbiter. I did the Arbiter 2 times in a row, and I got the Regalis, the armor, the 4-socket armor. I got it 2 times. I didn't get a good combo on the stats, though. But I got it 2 times in a row.
What do you need?
Alright, we're already potentially... Let's see how it does with less steel.
I'll put that to good use.
It's got magic font if it gets a final hit, though. The simulacrum is actually a fun fight. I actually enjoyed it, but it's hard.
Not here.
And once I've started focusing on the rituals a lot, dude, I've gotten, oh, I don't even know how many Omen of Whittling. I've gotten so many of them. But we don't get any new stuff in New League until end of August, so we're ways off on it. It kind of sucks.
I am overburdened.
Thanks.
Why am I not moving? Who knows, man? We're getting a new league at the end of August. They haven't released a whole lot of detail on the league. So, hell, we might be a year out still, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know that they've confirmed a new class for the next league. I don't think, honestly, I don't think there's actually going to be a new class. Because they haven't even really even hinted at it.
I am overburdened.
See you, man. Have a good one. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Not even death can save you from me.
Jerry think he gonna make himself pretty.
Hail to you, champion.
You're right. Oh man. That. Keep one FCR ring. Don't care. Alright, we're rolling now. We could do some fast farming. Can't let the merc get in there. Alright, Jerry. See you, man.
Thanks.
A battery-powered caulk gun? What kind of laziness is that?
I can't carry anymore.
Man, you ain't doing anything unless you're cramping your hand with that caulk gun. Oh wait, there was a... Oh, no, I didn't catch him in the thing.
Thanks.
Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Let's finish up with a towel, Amy. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You no-skill caulkers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing that on purpose.
Thanks.
Keep that merc up. I gotta be honest, I hadn't done any caulking in a while. I didn't even know they had battery powered ones. I'm not surprised. Would make sense. Yeah. Finally a charm. Hadn't seen one in a while. Stamina. We just need one good drop in the stream.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. You'd have to clean that battery power one. No, there's no way you don't have to clean a caulk gun. But hey, cleaning's for women, right? Shh. I think I'm safe. I think she's went to get some food. We'd know if she heard it. She'd just bust in the door.
I can't carry anymore.
Save you from me.
They're playing with me.
I am overburdened.
Wonder what I'm gonna end up with. She said Chinese or Mexican. That's probably a 50-50. I don't know what I'm gonna end up with tonight. wonton burritos. We're gonna get a Mexican Chinese fusion meal.
Thanks.
Making pretty good speed on these runs. We're just not getting any drops yet.
Not even death can save you from me.
Man, a lot of stuff there. Bro, what are you doing? It's hell. Some Marowaks. Some +1 Marowaks. I don't know why I'm holding on to them. It's habit. We'll cube later. Probably be Chaos Terror Zone next.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, they are. always at 6. It'll probably be like Andorial or something.
Not even death can save you from me.
See you, Eric. Yeah, don't be a stranger, man. We're about to wrap this up right here anyways. Maybe we'll get a good drop off of D here. Damn, the pop didn't hit anything, that's for sure. Right. World Stone. Not a bad one. That's actually a... is that TC-87? I feel like that is actually...
I am overburdened.
maybe it's not. Maybe it's 84. Alright, we didn't do a last call though, so we got to do one more run. Last run. This is it. We called it this time. I'm getting kind of hungry.
I am overburdened.
Did that asshole go behind the thing? He did. There he goes. See you, Roberto. Have a good one, buddy. Oh, yeah, 85.
I am overburdened.
Thanks. Thanks.
I can't carry anymore.
I think I just got him right there, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, we got him. Alright, let's get a good pop. See some orange. Uh-oh, I screwed it up. What did I not hit? I guess I didn't hit the one on the far side. Did I not hit this one? I did not. Alright. Not over yet. There we go.
Not even death can save you from me.
What's the chances? Oh, that's right. Diablo can't drop the highest class anyways. Unless it's Terror Zone. And we're high enough level. Wrong ones. Soul drainers suck. Alright, D. Drop us a rune. Nothing. You suck. Alright, boys, we're going to call it there. Try and do some farming later. See if we can get a rune drop. Alright, guys, I'm going to go eat. Who knows? Lebanese, Mexican, Chinese. Fusion. Who knows? Go get some food. Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.